And we're back. All is good. I went on Streamlabs. I was using CPU encoding on my Ryzen processor, but the motherboard for that broke.
Oh.
So yeah. So I'm using this instead. My filter is also not working right on my mic, so we're just gonna turn that off. So half of what I've said has been lost so far. Fantastic! Off to a great start. Oh boy. One of those days.
I went out looking for a better webcam.
Good luck.
Primarily for streaming. And I was like, oh, Boxing Day sales right after Christmas, end of year sales, great. I'll get a good deal. And it says $50 off. I'm like, great, brilliant. And I look at the actual price. It's 200 down to 150. I'm like, Jesus, that's pretty fucking steep. I know Zoom and all that were causing people, and COVID was causing the price to go up, but it wouldn't have been that bad. I'd go do a little search and see what the price was before COVID. It used to be $80, and it's got up to 200, and then back down to 1. I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna wait. I don't need it.
So one thing you can do is if you already have an XSplit license, because I have a premium one, I've had one basically forever. They released a new application for your phone that you can use to connect to a different one of their programs, VCam, and that'll even do chroma keying through just some basic processing and stuff. So it's actually I use it occasionally. It's got some pretty decent audio or video, especially if you got a newer phone.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think a Google Pixel 4a. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you'll be good. That's got a better camera than my old Note 9 does. So you'll be good. Lame.
Hopes and prayers for poor Skelly boy.
Less lame.
Each.
It's a loner.
I mean, it's a block mummy with Mighty Blow. It's the kind of thing that's going to happen, but it didn't need to happen on Second Punch.
Yes! More points! More power. More block. Actually, I don't know what I'd get after for him, because he's already got block. We'll stick the 2 meat shields with the high AV up over there. Because you know what? A lot of people dislike skeletons. I like having some for the extra movement.
Yeah, I think it's good to have a mix, in my opinion.
Well, let's see if the other loner really shares the same fate.
It's very disconcerting seeing this
partially.
Animation.
He's not the worst off. So there is that. That is some good news. The downside for me is that I don't really have a good blitz. I could try and be stupid, and it may work. But I will do that last. Alright. We'll do the stupid. Just because it's available to me. One die block.
Worked out.
Worked out okay.
Just need the value in the armor break. Oh my god.
Value.
Oh.
Value. Value reroll. So, oh no, what are you gonna do now that your loner is missing next game?
I'm in big trouble. I'm gonna have to reevaluate my entire strategy. Thank you for that.
Thankfully, it was just the loner, so who cares? Yeah. It's more likely to happen on him.
True.
And it gets rid of your blitz, so I'm not super scared anymore. Don't like that zombie, do you?
Look at those value punches, man.
It reminds me of the famous story of Nurgling and the Great Unclean One. But this time, no miracles.
Movement mostly. Blitzers are 6. Okay. So what that tells me is I need to kill all the blitzers. Well, I have the speed's advantage anyway. Good block, boy. Let's see I can injure another one.
Sometimes.
Disappointing. Oh, nope, he did injure. He just regened.
Oh dear, it's gonna be another one of these games.
Yeah, but he regened at least. So.
Oh, at least he regened.
Yeah. There's be some good news. That it wasn't entirely freebie. But that is yet more SPP for him, and he's just starting to really kind of snowball. Which I like. Oh, I don't want to do that dodge. That dodge seems silly. It's not. Yeah, not exactly what I was hoping for, but I'll take it. At least the good news is you're a team I don't have to worry about dodging out of everything.
Yeah, not gonna happen.
You don't have to worry about me dodging a whole lot either, though. There's some, but not that much.
He's coming to help his buddy. That's gonna hurt.
Not yet, at least. Blodge whites are a thing that I really, really want.
There's nothing better than hitting someone smaller than you, Jim.
Okay. Okay. The fun thing here is that literally as long as I'm marking all of his players, cursor, don't go stupid, he can't keep up with Nyx. Well, that worked out for you. That really worked out for you. Damn you, Volchek.
Yeah.
It's just not what you were supposed to do. And I don't like what that enables a 1-die. Could have been worse. Huh. Forgot about him. Still could have been worse. That is something you have up on your Tomb Guardians, and I do not on my mummies, is you have the extra move.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I didn't notice that. That's correct.
It's something that seems very minor,
Oh,
but
I
it
think
can
it's so
be
important in this game.
yeah,
So
it can,
important.
It can be very important.
That's quite nice. Even Siege would struggle to understand.
All right. If that weren't into a +4 space, I would totally do this, but given that that's like a an 8, it's just no.
Wall is secure.
And I don't have enough guys yet, and the game's in to get Dauntless on my whites, because that's another fun thing to do. And break some armor. Damn. The key on big guys that don't go down all that often and don't get armor broken very frequently is not really a huge deal in my opinion. It works out rather well, just because you know that you're not really having to
Get next to the ball.
worry about
And if that doesn't work, stab him in the face.
about losing anything major. God damn, that speed.
Speedy Gonzalez.
I just don't anticipate it from big guys.
Put pressure on the ball. Can't argue with that.
I am okay with those results, though.
Only use for a ball, right? To highlight who gets hit next.
You could fail one of those eventually. Not roll 2 6s in a row. Okay. I mean, you could also burn all your luck up on the moving. That also works for me. Or it's not burned up. That's cool. Alright, stand up.
That plane was about to get punched up
All I needed.
at the same time.
That would be less good if I went for that, so we're just not.
Yeah, smells like a good old-fashioned fight.
Oh, hey!
That's a strike made with technique and precision. It's not always sheer muscle.
Wow, that ghoul crawls faster than a halfling on his way to a bun fight at 11. Anybody catch the ball tonight?
It's gonna make you waste all of your movement running back and forth around the map.
Seems very reasonable.
Your eventual 6s will run out when you're doing GFIs. Thank you very much. So I'm up a player on the field right now compared to him. But he's got the 4 big guys that I don't really have great answers to, aside from my own 2. So I'm just kind of having to play stall tactics against those guys and just kind of deal with them as I'm able to.
You'll get an assist now.
But he doesn't have the movement, like I said, to because I can potentially run this all the way to the end here. And if I can do that, it's what I would rather do. It'd be fantastic because I can run it, throw it, and reroll it.
Absolutely have to stop him. Or her. Whatever.
Okay.
There's no harm in making a block on the ball carrier. Well, actually, you could do a lot of harm. That's kind of the point.
He has to move this guy. To like right. Nope, he didn't. He's not going to. For best results, he should have moved him. He needs to move him here. For as much as my guys are being hit, they're actually holding up fairly well.
Yeah, super important. I mean, obviously, undead are usually pretty good.
Yeah, but I'm not. You know, most of them aren't being hit by 4 strength 5 guys.
That's true.
That's a minor problem for me. Not a big one unless he gets injured and it won't come back. I can still work with that.
Jeez Louise.
I can still work with that. That's not the worst in the world. It does make things a bit harder, but nothing undoable. Especially since I've got guys just laying on the ground. He can only move a little bit. He only needs to just stand up, really. This is still something I can deal with. That which is a bit of a wrench in my plans, but still doable. Still very much doable.
Wow, this skeleton is fucking amazing. John Lennon, what a champion.
So am I. Just one more step.
Hmm.
An unmolested enemy in the end zone? Not my day. Well done.
I was so hoping he would stay down. That he did not is a bit of a travesty. Just be nice if, like, all my guys weren't stunned. Because I really don't have a way to do what I want. We're just gonna have to rely on some dice here.
The suppleness of hooves never ceases to amaze me. By hanging out with skeletons, you know you can build the body of an athlete yourself.
Yes!
Nice, well played.
I got lucky with the dodge. It's the only reason that one was able to work was because of that dodge. The good news is we're back to being tied on strength. No, players, not strength.
Yes.
That's not happening.
Yeah. Strength and balance, skill and balance is the dichotomy we're trying to challenge here to see which one will come out on top.
And while I think I could have maybe put that touchdown off a turn, it was just not something I was willing to try. You got the free skeletons, and all my guys were in the wrong spots. It didn't make sense for me to try and delay it.
Yeah.
At least the good news is I haven't dropped a frame yet.
Nice.
My internet's not where I'm worried about it, but still good to see that hasn't failed me yet either. I was playing a test game earlier just to check, ironically, a different program's stream settings, an overlay, which I decided not to use. But I was using it to test it. I had a kickoff go straight to a zombie, and he caught it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it likes us having rerolls.
Wow.
Oh, and that is
bold
not
positioning.
that is not a good spot for you.
That is very risky considering my bow handling.
If you had a throw raw, it wouldn't be quite as bad, but it's a little disconcerting.
This is going to be decisive.
See, one of the nice things is your Tomb Guardians can stand up and blitz in the same turn without risking a damn roll if they're right next to you. Mine can't! It's why, ironically, getting move-ups is probably better than getting strength-ups for mummies.
Yeah, unless you go on... I mean, yeah, even like the whole break tackle thing, trying to get strength 6 so you can break tackle into cages, like you have to actually be near the cage in the first place to do it. So movement is really, really important.
Yeah, like it works on trolls and people with more than 3 movement. It's just that 3 move is way more limiting than it initially sounds. Judge Griffin, stand strong.
That's quite a mismatch, Bob.
I know. That weedy fella's gonna get splatted. Fight it, Jim.
He stood strong through shaky cam. You know, I'm looking at this again, and I really shouldn't have put these guys this far back. They're useless for a couple turns. Or a turn trying to get up, but they're just so squishy.
Unity is strength.
Well, not the worst result. Interesting that he didn't do that. Yeah, I mean, he was going to get a 2-die here anyway. But now I can just stand him up and actually get a 2-die on his own Tomb Guardian. So many stuns in this game.
Oh, that was not the roll I was expecting to fail.
Oh, this could be extremely super bad.
All right, where's it going to go? That's fine. Good roll. Not as good as going inwards, but at least it's not out and then thrown to the opposite side.
Right to a ghoul who then just proceeds to say, nope, you don't get this ball for the next 3 turns. Because, let's be honest, that's what would be happening.
Yeah.
I can't count on them to score at this point.
There's 2 big guys. Is always
I mean, I have a reroll, right? Game keeps wanting to... Okay.
Wow.
these guys can't. That wouldn't have happened in
I mean,
Okay.
I wasn't really planning on doing much else anyway, so whatever. Could have really gone much worse. Better and worse. Oh god, and I have to kick to you again. The half. Ugh. Must kill more skeletons.
Haha, here's some friends.
This player likes to be well assisted in a fight.
With Fritz Slayman, he's following up, hoping to get the knockdown next time.
And let's see some more ones.
Will the big one manage to lay out an opponent of half his strength?
Also, ironically, on that other team I was playing with, I have a Strength 5 zombie, or a skeleton, with the move down, so he's
Whoa.
basically just a zombie.
Well done.
Way, good boy.
No, 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 no.
Cage with 2 guardians in the corners. That's what we like to see.
This is not okay, game. Not okay. I'll take it this time.
Fall
Only because he rolled double, so you're not getting piled on. But I guess only because he doubled am I not, you know, I'm still standing, to be fair.
That player went down like a sack of snortling unmentionables.
You need to get the ball forward. The end zone is in sight.
Please no. Do I feel lucky? Well, you know what? We'll do it. What's the worst that's gonna happen?
In these conditions, it's
That's not it!
I wasn't expecting it. And by the looks of things, neither were
It's actually acceptable. Instant click it where it was going, yep.
Yeah.
Layers before you get to the good stuff. Loosen the tape and let the pretty little dove, I mean the ball carrier, go.
That's a dangerous place to be.
Alright, let's see some ones on those GFIs. That's not a 1.
All right. now
That was
punchy.
that was not a 1. It was supposed to be a 1.
Sometimes the underdog wins. Not this time.
Aha!
Well, let's see how the one die in the bull carrier goes.
Two big goons that get together and fall on you. It could really hurt.
Oh, I want to see an animation again.
The attacker has an assist.
Well, that was the free hit there, so now we're gonna do some stupidish shit. Yeah, I kind of messed that up, didn't I? Good job, me.
Wow, that ghoul crawls faster than a halfling on his way to a bun
Oh, no, that's just unfortunate.
Oh, that is so unfortunate.
Oh, well. Good shutdown. You had to work for it.
Yeah, absolutely. But you did see the play though. It sounded like you saw the actual play.
Yeah, I screwed up by thinking...
Starting with the other dude.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't have ended up mattering. Actually, it potentially
It's
could
true.
have. It potentially could have. Since we don't know how the Paladise could have come out if we'd been one back in sequence. So it might have potentially been helpful.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did see it, and that's why I was like, oh, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, I heard he was like, oh no, he's seen one. The terrible mistake. Yeah,
I got the two mixed up for some reason. On which was which one had the POW and which one did not. What to do with you? Do I use you as a sweeper? You know, for as much complaining as I'm doing in this game, you know, I've managed to at least actually get SPP on my big guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's in the end, it is the long term that really matters.
Well, big guy, you know, the big, strong, I'm gonna get all the things blocked guy. You know, the important one. Make things a little bit trickier for you. Not a whole lot, just a little. But no, throat raw means at least you have to dedicate a blitzer out there.
Yeah.
Which is a big hurt. Especially if it's kicked all the way in the end zone. Or a side again. Or worse, a corner.
What are you doing, Jim?
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Bob. You caught me polishing my teeth.
Why are you polishing your fangs, Jim?
Since we are now zapped across the old world in high destiny, cabal vision, the viewers can see everything. So I need to look my best.
Oh. Well, this weather's not good. Oh, no. I like how it showed it was going to be not nice weather and then just decided to be nice weather. Okay, game. Sandstorm apparently canceled out by luck.
The ball is currently secure, but now they must grab it. Is the assist going to be enough to come out on top? That player is so close to a world of hurt.
Not the dice I was hoping for. Well, that sucks.
You know, a fence may solve this problem of players being eaten by the crowd. Just a thought.
No injury, but damn it. Oof.
It reminds me of the famous story of Nurgling and the Great Unclean One. But this time, no miracles. fist is approximately the same size as his entire opponent. They picked up the ball. I suppose I should say something memorable or funny here.
I was really hoping for another failure there since you already used your reroll for the turn.
Yeah, it was very dicey. No pun intended.
It's always intended with this game.
Fair fight can be so overrated. There's always room in sport for a scrap like this. The bigger they are.
Well, my dice appear to have turned on me and don't want me doing anything. I am not so happy with this.
They're gathering around that lone player, like halflings round a sandwich.
This player.
I am so happy I tried to get that to happen.
Ooh.
That was risky.
I was playing that the whole time during setup, and then you moved your damn skeleton to block that zombie at first. So I had to improvise. Well, okay.
Let's see what the other side can do.
Slightly favored me, but not for the reroll. Okay, look, you're picking on my whites enough here.
Right next to a team.
Ooh, okay.
Half,
Ooh,
half
worrisome?
of what I needed.
Grab it. They'll leave a few bits of
What was looking so good for me earlier is just decided to say, hey, guess what? I'm Nuffle. Fuck you. Oh, wait. Why am I surprised at this? That's like literally my shtick in this damn game.
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong in this case. Jesus.
Well, I mean, just like Blood Bowl in general, it tends to kind of be my shtick.
for some time.
I just get crappy luck. It could be one thing if I actually managed to knock a player down. Again, I can injure them. But that doesn't seem want to happen.
Will the big one manage to lay out an opponent of half his strength? Bigger they are.
And he just seems to want to be in the pushing game. It's risky, but I mean, at this point, I kind of have to start doing risky. Just because I've lost 2 players that I really needed. Now kill him. Yeah, let's done something, I guess. Now the question is, who do I have more faith in getting a 2-die block? I guess we'll go here.
Is the assist gonna be enough to
It's not worth the reroll. I'll take it down.
Fragile. Very fragile.
I guarantee you if I had re-rolled that and I got another skull, it would have been an injury.
Well, yeah. Never know.
Nah, but with the way my luck works, it probably would have.
If the player is pushed here, it will finish in the public. And
Ah.
fans are much more dangerous than
The one thing I couldn't have you roll.
It'll end.
An armor break I couldn't have... Oh wait, that's been every armor break I've had so far. Ah. If one of you just asshole mummies could knock somebody down
The player
for more than just a turn.
is approximately the same size as his entire opponent. Fair fight can be so
Acceptable.
There's always
Less acceptable, but burn a reroll.
this. With arms like three trucks, there was only going to be one result in that spot.
go big guy? Trample all over. There's nothing better
Oh, for fuck's
than
sake.
someone smaller than you.
Oh, come on.
They've kissed the
Oh, dear.
Luck in the first half? Where's my luck in ever when I need it? Disappointing, disappointing, disappointing. I guess to be fair, I had a super easy game 1. A, because of the team I faced, and B, quite honestly, because the coach I faced. You know, no offense
Yeah.
meant here, Scythe, but if you're gonna play, at least try the entire time. Don't just like give up and decide it's over,
I'm excited.
like on turn 2.
Yeah, no, it's even my last game where I was hosed from the start. I'm like, I'm gonna keep trying for this, and I got scores, which meant SPP. So you always keep trying.
All he got was MVP points, and I got, well, I have a block mummy. Doesn't help that you make every single going for it.
Yeah, the
basically.
GFIs, which is so important for Camry because they're so goddamn slow. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, those have an 87% success rate, sure, but that still indicates that there's still a percent chance you're gonna fail it.
player better get up. Nothing good comes from spending any time.
You failed one, and it was just an immediate, oh, no, whatever am I gonna do? I'm gonna use a reroll, make it, and also pick up the ball in the same exact play. It wasn't a detriment at all. Which is just completely unfair at this point. Given I have no ability to knock anybody down, apparently, despite having way more strength than those guys. Thanks, game. I'm gonna do that last because I'm probably gonna end up having to fucking chuck him.
That one's got fists bigger than ham joints.
pretty much gonna have to do that one, but let's see if I can make something happen somewhere else. That's okay. Now we're just gonna do the one that we're gonna do for fucking sake, just to get him away from the. Oh my god, he made it.
Wow, what a zombie. Well, Skelly, sorry.
The disadvantage is obvious. I wouldn't have tried that.
As far as red dice goes, that was not bad. Not ideal, but I mean that's kind of what happens when you're down 3 players, or you're well, down 2, out 3. And your mummies decide they don't want to hurt anybody all of a sudden. C'est la vie.
There's nothing better than hitting someone smaller than you, Jim.
With arms like tree trunks, there was only going to be one result in that spat.
Lack of injury on that at least was nice.
Just one more step. Keep pushing.
It reminds me of the famous story of Nurgling and the Great Unclean One. But this time, no miracle. The bigger they are,
Thank you.
They punch.
sometimes the
Less thank you.
What this time?
Well, when they do break armor, they're not doing shit with it.
And the Great Unclean One. But this time, no miracles.
Go big guy. Trample all over him. One more step.
That was not the order I was expecting. Regen happens at least. I was,
Get that SPP.
I was just expecting you to shove him out.
No, no. Well, I mean, it's so late in the game. That guy's not going to do anything anyway. So shoving out doesn't get me anything. It just potentially hurts you more. Whereas if I do this way, then I can actually get SPP.
Yeah, because I can't.
Yeah.
My guys have decided the best way to be useful is to push somebody the entire fucking length of the field, basically. But the fact that it's only been one injury is, I guess, something that's okay with me.
Yeah. And I think regen, which is really important, so you don't get down or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, he's still out, which means I'm down a whole bunch of people, but... it could have been worse. Ironically, you have doubles put across your rolls because you rolled the exact same thing twice.
Yeah, doubles, but yeah, not the right doubles.
I mean, it's kind of shown to be how this game's going. If there's a way I can screw it up more, it's kind of beyond me. Oh, I could have just completely given up. It's about it. I actually saw myself failing that GFI given I hadn't taken any this game, and that would just be so typical of Nuffle. Now, I could go and try and make it there in like 6 turns to pressure your guy. Or I can just try and hope that Decay is going to be a mean bastard.
Oh, Jesus. Didn't even make it across the thing. Well,
Or,
I think I must have slipped a couple coins under the table there for the Gobo.
No, it's just, it's kind of how this game's gone. I had okay luck in the first half, and then once I scored, I just decided, oh, okay, we've done enough. Let's just fuck him. God, Team Guardians are so good for their cost.
Yeah, they're insanely good.
DK doesn't
it's
mean
one of the-
shit on a big guy. Let's be fucking straight. Oh my god. Let's be straight honest here. DK on a big guy might as well just not even be there unless you're up against somebody with claw.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, it's the
you
thing...
know, extra strength.
Yeah.
It's one of those balancing
It's-
decisions that makes me turn my head and go, what the fuck are you smoking, Games Workshop?
I mean, I think the thing is that it is, like, Khemri is basically Tomb Guardians or bust. Like, they suck at everything else.
Yes, I see
really
that with your 2 5+ ball pickups.
Statistically,
I should be
over
killing
time.
people, but I mean,
Yeah.
statistics are just a right bastard to me.
Yeah. Because normally, like, you just stick a zombie, a skeleton on the poor Tomb Guardian, and then you can't go anywhere for the whole game. But if you get fucked and they just kill everyone and then they're free roaming, then yeah, it is pretty horrible. But generally, they're not that devastating. It's just fucking unlucky. Actually.
Oh, I mean, and then they really are extremely good units for the cost. DK is just not enough of a downside. You know, my guys don't get a move, and yeah, sure, they... otherwise, they're mostly the same. I mean, that armor break could have come a lot earlier and been useful. No, that's just how these games go sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, my first game was a shocker.
I did
sometimes it
okay.
happens.
Like I said, mine really only reason I won it, and probably any reason I win any of the others, is I'm up against poor coaches, poor matchups, where I outskill them or outstrength them, or it's the AI. It's just kinda how I end up winning these games, aka I don't.
Important thing, gotta keep possession of the ball, not lose it. Strike back would be terrible.
It's just kinda what happens when I play this game. I can do decent with skill ups, as we've seen, but
Yeah.
I mean that doesn't
It's
do
just
a whole lot.
needs to
when,
translate in the game. Yeah.
Yeah, when the die don't decide, you get 1/2 to do something, and then you just become worthless, like they have decided to be today. This could hopefully be something useful, at least.
The player's
This reroll.
fist is approximately the same size as his entire opponent. Smack. They're going to be carrying that scar
Oof.
Another fucking oof game for me.
I mean, you really only that one thing happened to you. Let's be fucking straight here.
Well, I mean, in terms of like long term, you haven't taken damage. But every game I've had, which is admittedly only 2, I've taken a 40k loss.
That's interesting, is that Ansem's the only one that can seem to hurt anybody. He's done it a fair bit. Huh. Okay. Alright, everybody file in. This one doesn't even hurt you. I'm just doing it for fun.
We call that a bleeding.
Oh, here we go, here we go. Nice.
Kick off a last-minute play and save his skin before full time.
Well, let's see what happens to the skeleton, who is definitely going to get broken. I'm getting kicked sent off, too, so...
How'd she get? Dead! Oh, he came back. What a good boy. He came back and then immediately gave you 5 kisses on Oh, dear.
Wouldn't have meant anything if he did die. It was just a loner. Oh, well.
It's true.
GG, man.
GG, man. Have a good week. Happy Merry Christmas and all that.
Yeah, thanks. You
Happy
too.
New Year.
Oh, I mean, it's a good thing I'm not needing money for anything. I rolled a 1.
Yeah, I rolled a 1 into a 4. I'm glad that didn't screw up. Yes, I'm turning down these bad skellies. No interest.
And no levels for me. So. How screwed was my block dice? It shows it was okay, but I got so many fucking pushes.
Yeah, I know. I had double the powers to my skulls, so yeah, very much imbalanced block dice though.
Yeah, mine was roughly balanced, except the pushes took up the majority, like you would expect. So mine ended up being just kind of average. You did roll more 1s and 2s, but seems like all of those were on fucking armor and injury. My dice were otherwise okay. Oh well. These things happen. It's just a game. Can't be discouraged. All yada yada.
Yeah, I mean, after my first game, I was like, well, there's nothing we can do about this. We just have to pick ourselves up and try again.
Yep. So, well, so you're an admin, actually. You can go ahead. I was going to say, you can go ahead and do that now. Not that it matters a lot to me, but I'm interested to see what you get.
Where's the big strength up?
Yeah,
oh my god.
Well, you know what? Okay, you can have
movement.
You can have whatever you want.
Dodge.
I don't have to face you again.
Oh.
I don't have to face you again. Take whatever you want.
I mean, movement's great, but you can't really get escorted anyway with movement 7.
Yeah, Blodge is just so good.
Size Blodge. It's almost certainly. I'm going to wait a second and think, but it's almost certainly Dodge.
I don't... Because I'm assuming then it was doubles that you rolled, right? It was 2 5s?
Yeah, it's 2 5s. Yeah.
For a blitzer, there's no other skill I would probably say is good enough. Armor means nothing because he's already an 8, which, I mean, it's still difficult enough to take him out. The movement, like you said, the rest of your team's too slow. It's hard to escort as it is. Not useful there. I mean, Blodge is what I think is the only kind of logical choice. It just makes sense to me.
Yeah, there's nothing else really to it. I don't think there's anything else normally would want. Yeah, tackle might go. We'll get that eventually. Dodge is just so good. Alright, well, that's really fucking good. That guy maybe will end up into the ball more than the throw row. But we need to get a throw row, so I'll have to come up with a name for him. This guy is Toast Louis Armstrong, I'm sorry.
What, you don't want a 6 armor value, Skelly?
No, I certainly do not. It sucks. Halflings on the field. Or gobos, whatever it is. All right, I'm heading off. I got things to do, but thank you very much for the game, man.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. Have a great week. Like you said, Merry Christmas. Have a great New Year. And best of luck going forward, because I don't have to play you again.
Yeah, well, hopefully I see you in the finals. But yes, good luck in